this content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill
Wait
no one.
a second.
Oh, no.
When we return to our planet, the High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. Septum Sin versus the world. 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 I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings! You're watching Septum Sin versus the World. I'm Septum Sin. This is Kotobuki Jake. And we're here, finally, to show you what they got. Yeah. So we're kind of starting, Blu-ray.com died. And I'll admit, I got lazy. I could go to every distributor and look and see what they've got coming out. But I have a real job, and I'm not being paid for this. So we're going to change this around. I'm using this to go ahead, and we're going to call this New This Week. We're relabeling the show, starting fresh, but this is going to be New This Week Anime Edition, because Blu-ray.com did come on late last night. We're going to start doing regular updates after that, but I thought we'd go ahead and get the anime released this week out of the way. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and switch over here and allow for Jake to see what we're talking about. So, of course, we got our little wheel here again. Yes, I'm sure I agree. Okay, so again, we got our normal priority, must have, yes please, want to have really badly, curious, would like to have, meh, I'll take it, hell no, no, never, bye. Alright, so we don't have that many to go over, but we do have a lot of ground to cover today as far as filming. So we're going to go ahead and give Jake a start with this, and I'm going to have a start. That's the big ender. I'm not going to have us do the big ender yet, so I'll have you start there.
So we're starting with a Sentai Filmworks release called Hero Mask, and 24 episodes, 2 seasons. I've heard of this show, but I don't really know much about it. It looks like it's sort of a crime thriller, conspiracy sort of series. Should be fun. I'll probably pick it up eventually if it goes cheap enough. So I'll go curious.
All right. I can also do a curious on that. Looks like it might be fun, something fun down the road. So I am up next. So I actually have a copy of this. So Scribe is getting a re-release. That's a pretty cool kind of sci-fi-ish, kind of, not quite mecha, but it has sort of like a almost Iron Man mecha type series. It is a kind of dark fantasy sci-fi world. It's a fairly decent one, a pretty classic series. Discotheque, of course, likes to breathe life into the old again. And if you do like those type of sci-fi action series, I think you'd like Scribe. And generally it might, though I think my old version looks cooler, but
Yeah, the original release was Bandai, and I don't remember if we have the same edition or not, but I know I have an old Bandai edition. It's pretty cool looking.
Oh, it's all the coolness all the time. That's how we.
I need to see it eventually.
That's how we go, and that's the thing. So,
how many episodes in this one?
26.
Okay.
So I'm going to look at this. I think it was a pretty decent one. I think it's one everybody should eventually get if you're into sci-fi anime. I'll put it as a yes, please. If I didn't have it, it would be on my wish list. I would be wish listing this.
I picked it up more on a whim because it was a rare Bandai release. I know it's well known, but I've never seen it, so I'll just have to leave it curious for now.
All right. Boop. Fell
Okay.
down again. All right.
Okay. Saint Seiya, Knights of the Zodiac Classic Movie Collection. 4 Saint Seiya movies. Also a discotheque release. Also an older series, a much older series in this case. Right Stuff lists the year created as 87. I don't know how accurate that is to all of these movies. Was 87 when the first movie came out or when the show started?
I'm not sure. I know Saint Seiya is a classic.
Right.
When
This
it
is an
comes
old
to
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
But 1622 is not bad for 4 movies.
It's not. It's not. And I need to see these just to get I need to work on my grounding of the older shows. Saint Seiya is one that's been prohibitively difficult to get for some time. But this would probably be a good way to get a nice little piece of it.
Okay. So what do you want to
I'll
do
go
on that?
curious.
I can leave it at that. It's close to yes, please, but it's kind of an unknown quantity for me. So next up, Lady Oscar, Rose of Versailles Collection 1. So this continues our, I think it's like a side story off of Rose of Versailles, which was this is the Collection 1, which is a 20 episode. So, let's see, year is 1755. General Jarget of France's Royal Guard curses the birth of his 5th daughter with no one to carry on for the family's military legacy. He has driven, raised his new daughter as his son. I need to learn a little bit more about this. I think this is another series in the same universe as Rose of Versailles, because it's a different name, different title runner. And if that's the case, it's definitely gonna have to be, for me, it has to be a yes, please, because I have Rose of Versailles and I would like to get the others. And I will be keeping my eye on it, but I'm not gonna grab it right away.
Now, Rose of Versailles was a Nozomi release originally, right?
Correct. I think this one.
And this is a discotheque, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm very curious about both of these series. I don't think I ever got around to getting the original. I'm very curious, but again, barring any better knowledge, I'm going to have to stay curious.
All right. There you go.
Moncola Knights. Another discotheque release, 51 episodes.
Whew.
And when did this come out?
I don't know, but it's a.
Well, here you go, 2000.
Bang for your buck.
Yeah, it is. A world of monsters and powerful hidden treasures, if they can take them. Honestly, I have heard about this in passing, but that's really about it. I don't know much about this. It looks like it aims to a younger crowd, sort of like the Pokemon, maybe not quite the Pokemon Digimon crowd, but like something in that ballpark, I imagine. I could be very, very, very wrong. I'm curious. I would certainly not turn it down if it were given to me. I can't imagine I'd pay a lot for it though, so it's more like on the border of curious and meh. But
for 51
I'll leave
episodes,
it as a low curious.
If I was in an anime buying mood and I didn't have anything else on my list, I might throw it on there. Like if it went down to 25, I'd probably think about it. It looks fun.
Well, like you said, bang for your buck. You get a lot of episodes.
Well, I'm going to be pulling us up to at least a yes, please, on the next one. For Lupin III, Elusiveness of the Fog. This is actually one I do not have. Of course, Discotheque is doing this. I'm not going to worry about all the things. Lupin Adventures are Lupin Adventures. You know, something happens. Fujiko betrays Lupin. He's chased.
Goemon complains about cutting another worthless thing.
Yeah, Jigen shoots stuff, and
Yeah.
and of course, Zenigata chases Lupin. But
Yes.
you know, I love Lupin stuff. I will get it. It is going to be mine. I am going to be getting it sooner than later because these things unfortunately do go out of print. And I never know how
Out of
long they
Discotech
stay in
release, I
tanks.
believe.
Yes, it is, and so that it has to be a priority. I can't get it right now because I don't have the money for it, but probably next paycheck, it's going to be on my list of okay. Now that I got my paycheck, I'll get it. So it's going to be mine sooner than later.
There will come a day when I bitterly regret not prioritizing the Lupin stuff, but I will admit that it does deserve a place in the collection. I can go, yes, please.
All right. Well, it wouldn't matter unless you put it as a mat. I'd get it to yes, please.
And then the last one is we were wondering a couple of weeks ago about why were they putting out Volume 2 of Toradora? Well, here's Volume 1.
That's an odd way of doing it.
For those of you who do not yet have the nice premium edition re-releases of Toradora, or even the proper standard re-release, you just want a bare bones Blu-ray only release. Well, here's Volume 1.
I mean,
But it is a phenomenal series. It is one of the best and absolutely a priority for the collection. If I did not have it and I had no better alternative, I would say this is a priority.
Yeah.
This edition, not so much, but
well, I mean, if I had no other way to get it, and this one's $30 a volume, and every other volume of the set's like $70 to $100 a volume, I'd probably go with that. You know, you get what you gotta get. That's the reason why I've got some basic editions of some of the NIS stuff. You know. That was it. That's all the anime coming out this week.
I will just go ahead and throw out, speaking of NIS, I just read that Sentai has the digital rights to My Little Monster. So maybe, fingers crossed, we'll see a physical from them in the future.
So,
we'll see.
So see a possible re-release on that front.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and of course, share. And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Goodbye.